All I want for my birthday is big stompy mechs. Big stompy mechs. Big stompy mechs. All I want for my birthday is blood and souls for our Lord Nurgle! And big stompy mechs, cause it's Warhammer Tuesday. It's 8:19 in the morning. Wake up! It's the second day of April 2024. Look, we've got a April Fool's joke from Games Workshop. Warpstone jewelry, ghost rock jewelry, whatever you want to call it. That weird, chaotic space stone that turns normal, everyday people into horrible, mutated, undead-eating monsters. Yeah. Though I have a feeling if they actually made real Warpstone jewelry just using green stones and uranium glass and stuff like that, it'd probably sell. Anyways, it's Tuesday. It's time to head on over to Games Workshop and look at toys. Why? Because we love toys. And because I am not as talented as these guys, so I like looking at their stuff and making myself feel bad. And because nobody else in my corner of the tabletop role-playing game world, with the exception of DM James, shout out to DM James, does this. So let's look at some cool figures and see what's going on. Because we saw the winner of the 2023 Golden Demon last week, and wow, that figure was amazing. So let's see as the 2024 rounds begin. So for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we have a dude, paladin-looking dude with a very weird helmet, some kind of Warhammer, I think, or a hammer or a mace. Though you can change it out with the spear. He looks better with the spear, actually. This hammer looks weird. That face mask looks weird. I get it. It's supposed to be, have to do with the culture of the whatever these guys, the Liberators are, the Stormcast Eternals. I think these are the guys that have been brought back from the dead so many times that they're really not human anymore. They go into battle, they die, they get reincarnated or resurrected or just cure light wounds from 0 hit points. And they're like, just every time you do it, they're a little less human. They're a little less human. They're a little less human. Or whatever. So I think that's what these guys are. So that probably explains the sort of faceless monstrosity choice. Very simple paint job. Actually, I would have liked to seen a little bit more detail, but not bad. Anyways, I guess we just have these guys are getting re-released again for Warhammer Age of Sigmar with a brand new rules and stuff and point buy. And yeah, there's some changes coming up, it looks like. Because of course there is, because it's Games Workshop. You've just bought your last Age of Sigmar army. You've just put your last bit of paint on that undead. And Games Workshop changed the rules. Buy a new army. Yeah. All right, for Warhammer Kill Team. Wow, I haven't seen a Warhammer Kill Team so much. We've got some Murderous Mandrake Kill Team. Dark Elves. Okay. Yeah, got some dudes going on. These aren't, still using this. Hi, Ungar. Still using this. Remember when they said, did I imagine it when they said they were going to change it and not use this style of plastic anymore? And they were going to do something different? Did I imagine that? I remember that was a thing like a year ago or 2 years ago. But maybe I imagined it, or maybe they found out it was just not cost effective to use the new method for normal mass produced figures. Anyways, so we're looking at the what are these guys called? The Murderous Mandrake Kill Team for Warhammer Kill Team. These are apparently just Dark Elves. This guy did a really cool job, and you could use these for Dark Elves in any game that has Dark Elves, Drow Elves, Shadow Elves, Moon Elves, whatever else you call these guys. Yeah, look at that. Wow. It's like these almost look like photographs and not he painted the figures. There's definitely some post touch-up, I think, going on. Interesting choices, though, that he started with the painting on the flames, but then as he gets to just kind of gave up. Or I guess we're supposed to think this is some type of dark, elderish, corrupted flame, except fire doesn't go black. If that's supposed to be smoke, maybe, I don't know. And if it's supposed to be like weird toxic, I would have gone more greens. Of course, why am I picking on this guy? I can't paint this good. And look at the amount of detail he put in. This almost doesn't look real. Here's some more of this guy's work. Again, look at the greens and the blacks and the way they show off each other. The toxic flames licking up the, what are those called? Kopash. And the detail on the muscles and the way he's using the light to enhance. Great paint job. Great use of light. Not sure about the color of the flame, but I can't paint good, so I'm in no position to bag on this guy. I wish I could paint half this good. So I guess these are dark elves or tieflings or demon folk or whatever. So you could use these for D&D or pretty much anything. And it's an entire war kill team. The kill teams of Warhammer Kill Team. Probably could have come up with a better name, but it's too late now. Got some, looks like we got some new rules for gnomes in Blood Bowl and gnome companions, like this little fox here. So cool. Little gnome with a football and a little slingshot on his helmet. Little gnome with a badger. You could use this for a gnome druid. Little tree ant following around. It could be good for just anything. There's another little gnome with like a hand stabber. That could just be a rogue. Yeah, you could use these for D&D or any other game. That's a great thing when I show you these guys things. They're useful for other games. There's a new issue of White Dwarf, issue 499. 499. Hey, Hungar, how you feeling, buddy? I remember like issue 10. We've got some free miniatures that are being handed out at monthly events at the Games Workshop store in your area. So it looks like we've got some. Ooh, that's nice. We got the free paint, of course. Looks like we got some kind of free token that comes in a bag. We got some incentive to bring a friend. And the figure for this month is this Holy Injusticely Mortis Deathbringer, all white, armored colonial marine type dude, just bringing the I don't care how dirty I get smack down. I'm that cool that I wear white armor because I know I'm not going to get dirty because I'm going to kill you before you get close enough. That's what he's saying here, man. We got the Warped Stone Jewelry. We already saw that. Looks like we're getting some new troops, more new troops for Sigmar. And some new rules for priority, because of course they're changing the rules for Sigmar because they know that you have just purchased your last unit for your Age of Sigmar army, putting the last dab of paint, and you're like, I'm done. And they're like, I heard you. We're changing the rules again. So this looks like some kind of dwarf steampunk battle blimp barge. Battle blimp barge. That's the word. So we've got the steampunk dwarves landing in their battle blimp barge to lay down the dwarven smack on some undead. Then we got some squigs and some guys riding squigs and some goblins on squigs. I love the squigs. I love these guys. They're just goofy. I love the goblins. My D&D goblins are heavily influenced by the Warhammer goblins and the goblins from Labyrinth. And just again, here's a link down here. If you want to see all the changes, if you're running Warhammer Sigmar, ha ha ha. You bought all your armies. We're going to change things. And that's it. So next week, we're looking at some new kill teams coming out. Here's the guys we just looked at. And then here's their opponents. So you're getting 2 kill teams this week. Nightmare. So we've got these generic colonial marine looking dudes versus these dark elves. And here's a close-up of the dark elves and the colonial marines looking dude. For Warcry, we're getting some new undead. And this cool whatever this is. What is that? Is it a mask? Idol of the Old Ones. Idol of the Old Ones. So is it a terrain that they stand on? Is it a mask? How is it an idol? Is it just a piece of swag they're giving you to justify charging you more? I don't know. But anyways, we got undead. Hey, and look at this. It's undead with feet. Undead with feet. And then here's the normal undead with no feet, because Warhammer has some issue with feet. And then we've got another unit coming out. We've got these trolls. And here we got, look at this. This is an adventuring party, dude. This is totally an adventuring party. You could just take these dice for D&D, and this would be like an adventuring party. We got some rangers. We got some rogues. We got a fighter. You know, these guys have brought some dogs with them to take, detect traps. Then we got some new lands for Kill Team. We got this repurposed ruins. This looks like maybe a goblin encampment. This is definitely the trolls. We know this aesthetic with the curved stonework is very big with the troll armies in Warhammer, and this sort of vague connection to the jungle that seems to be a thing. Blood Bowl, we got the gnomes that could almost all these could pass for D&D figures as well. We got the Blood Bowl journal. I didn't know there was such a thing as a Blood Bowl journal, but sure, I guess there's a Blood Bowl journal. Some terrain. Terrain could also be useful for Blood Bowl, anything, D&D. More of the gnomes. Look at this guy with his fishing hook to catch the football. That would be, like some kind of weird, clever gadgeteer. The latest issue of White Dwarf. New books for the Dark Library from Victoria Hayward. We have Death World Builder, as all is one world. Death Worlder, one world, one word. Shadow of the Eight by Justin D. Hill. Hail des Imperius by Sandy Mitchell. Der Fall von Cadia by Robert Rath. Herpetus du l'Empereur by Uni Anthology. I think that means it's an anthology. And some more short stories and some other stuff coming out. Looks like a lot of written stuff coming out for the Black Library this week. Got these little cubes coming out, probably extremely overpriced. You guys can find these cubes at Michael's or any art supply store for way cheaper than whatever they're charging you. Or also, like, if you want like mason jars or glass bowls, glass cubes, plastic cubes, display cubes. I don't want to take money out of Warhammer's pocket, but it's not like they need the money. If you guys want to display shit, you can find these things way cheaper at an art supply warehouse than you can at like the game store. So there's my tip of the day. And this month's battle report, and then this month's battle class. That looks like it's it. Nothing about the 2024 round of Golden Demon, but some good toys. Definitely like the look of these dark elves. And the Warpstone jewelry was funny. I have a feeling if they actually made a Warpstone jewelry range, it would probably sell. You could just use green, paradots, other green glass, other cheap green gems, green tuned, sea glass, just any vaguely greenish stone or fake stone. I don't know how you'd get the glow. Uranium glass or phosphorus stone, but uranium glass and phosphorus stone only glows under certain lights. So yeah, just some green, you just get some generic green, really cheap rocks, cheap stones. And I think they could sell it. It would be a thing, especially if they made it like the joke with the Warhammer TV. But that was their April Fool's joke. Not a lot of April Fool's jokes on the Comptometer this year because I think we're just burnt out. Anyways, that's this week's trip to Games Workshop. If you're lucky enough to live in a city that has a Games Workshop, and you probably do, head on down and ask them about Warhammer and all its permutations. And they'll show you how to play for free, because the first one's always free. If you appreciate this trip to Games Workshop that we take every Tuesday, let me know. If you never want to see me do this ever again, let me know. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you're always up to date with what's going on. And buy my merch. See ya.